Good evening, everyone. Thanks for clicking on to tonight's Weather Extra. Of course, we have a storm system moving in. Many towns are reporting some light snow tonight. That will transition over to rain. Sort of a unique night here in the weather office. My friend Pierre just popped in. He's cleaning out some of his bookshelves here, and he found this. Remember this? This is the UHF soundtrack. I used to love this movie back in the 1980s. Stanley Spadowski was the janitor in that movie. I don't know why he's the soundtrack, but I'll have to listen to that one later. We've got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer playing behind us here. That's on CBS tonight. I don't know about you, but I don't remember these Christmas specials airing before Thanksgiving when I was a kid, but maybe they were. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But Rudolph's on CBS tonight. Pretty exciting. What else is exciting is we have some snow out there. We have some light snow for a good chunk of the area tonight. Look at this storm system. It pretty much encompasses the entire East Coast. We have snow in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and rain extends down through southern New England, all the way down through the Gulf of Mexico. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. We're seeing some of that snow move in over the last few hours. Here's Doppler HD. Things are fairly quiet, just some light snow across the region right now. I'm recording this about 8:15 or so. There are some pockets of nothing but cloudy skies, but there's some snow out there as well. As far as the rain goes, we're seeing some rain down in southern New England. This will be inching north. Notice in between there's a little pocket of freezing rain, and we will see periods of freezing rain, especially over the interior, through probably early tomorrow morning. We're going to watch that pretty closely, but I suspect by the time you wake up tomorrow, most towns will be looking at plain old rain. Let's run down some of the watches, warnings, and advisories. Winter weather advisory remains in effect 7 p.m. through 8 a.m. areas in tan, and we're going to watch that for you. A wind advisory goes into effect at 5 a.m. and extends until 3 p.m. That's for coastal Maine and New Hampshire. Winds could occasionally gust 40 to 50 miles per hour here, so more power outages are possible. My wife is terrified that we're not going to have power and she can't cook the turkey. I'm crossing my fingers, but I think we'll be in pretty good shape. Hopefully we're in good shape. Got to cook that turkey, right? A flood watch remains in effect tonight through Wednesday. This is for the potential for 2 to 3 inches of rain. So most towns will be looking at rain. In fact, the entire region should be looking at rain tomorrow. And heavy rain at that. The winds could occasionally gust 40 to 50 miles per hour. So it's a wind-driven rain. Temps initially are cold enough for snow. Notice most towns are around the freezing mark. We may actually see a period of freezing rain, especially over the interior tonight. So keep an eye out for that if you're heading out on the roadways. It's not until the southerly wind starts to kick in that the surface temperatures will try to warm up. That will occur after midnight, probably around 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We'll start to see that transition. Here we are at 11 o'clock tonight. Interior parts of Maine, New Hampshire are seeing light snow. Notice southern and coastal regions are already seeing that transition over to rain. And a heavy rain at that tomorrow. There could be a few pockets of freezing rain or wintry mix hanging on in some of those sheltered valleys, but it looks to be a heavy rain for most of the area. Temps will be warming through the 40s here. This is 7 a.m., of course. I expect 2 to 3 inches of rain through probably early afternoon. The heaviest of the rainfall will taper off during the afternoon. In fact, the rain may end as a few wet snowflakes tomorrow night. The trend will be for improvement, with skies becoming at least partly cloudy. And then winter returns. How about this? Thanksgiving. It is going to be cold. Highs will be around the freezing mark. We have air temperatures, wind chill values running likely in the single digits and teens again. Winds could occasionally gust, probably around 20 to 30 miles per hour. Turkey's happy about that. Look at that. Of course, Thanksgiving looks to be a cold and windy day here in vacation land. Friday, not much better. In fact, your Black Friday forecast calls for a fair amount of sunshine. It's going to be breezy again, and air temps will struggle to get above 30 degrees. All right, expected rainfall tomorrow. Again, that flood watch remains in effect during the day tomorrow. 2 to 3 inches of rain for most towns here, so flooding is a potential. Before the changeover, looks like we're going to get a little bit of snow out of this, a coating to an inch for many towns in the darker shade of blue. Although snowfall totals ramp up a little bit as you head back through the hillier terrain, from Rangeley to Carrabassett Valley to Eustis, probably 2 to 5, a little pocket there of 3 to 6. The jackpot will be back in New York, northern Vermont, and southern parts of Quebec, probably around 5 to 10 inches there. All right, let's talk about the wind for a moment. Yesterday at this time, I was looking at some data indicating that winds could gust to 60 miles per hour. Now, the good news, the models have backed off of that a little bit, but it still looks very windy with some power outages possible on Wednesday here. This is 7 a.m. This is one forecast model projecting a sustained wind around 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts probably around 40 miles per hour. Now that seems reasonable. These sustained winds may be a little bit too high. Notice that the wind shifts south by 11 o'clock, and it's a strong southerly wind here. Coastal areas will feel the biggest impact, and areas over higher elevation, you get up over maybe 1,000 feet or so, you'll feel that wind as well. Either way, it's going to be a wind-driven rain. During the day on Wednesday, we're going to see the wind relax tomorrow evening, and any leftover rain and snow will be moving out. Again, we could end as a few wet snowflakes tomorrow night. Let's talk about the timing of some of this wind. Again, we really don't get the warm air coming in until the wind starts to pick up, and that will probably take place around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So notice how the wind starts to ramp up 4, 5, 6 a.m. Sustained winds 20 to 30 miles per hour. So strongest winds will probably be late morning and extending through early afternoon tomorrow, and it will be a southerly wind. Gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour seem reasonable here. It's a wind-driven rain tomorrow. 50s return for highs on Thursday or Thanksgiving as the turkey again. Temps near 30 degrees, upper 20s on Friday and Saturday. Sunday may feature a few rain or snow showers. I don't think it's a big deal. Another storm system could bring coastal rain and inland snow on Tuesday. We're going to watch that one. Again, all in all, it's a pretty active weather pattern. Again, the wind-driven rain tomorrow, and then winter returns late in the week. That's the way things look. We'll have another update, of course, on CBS 13 at 11, and Craig will have the latest first thing in the morning. We'll see you then. Have a nice night.